for me right now, the pound for pound top guy is Shakur Stevenson. You know, what Shakur did versus Lopez was just a masterpiece. And he did it against a guy that was considered, he was the lineal champion. He beat the guy. You know, Lopez has speed, power. He has flash, charisma. He's the full package. And Shakur Stevenson made him look average. Average, man. Busted him up. Great jab, beautiful jab. Amazing jab in that fight. And it's like, who beats Shakur?
I say I will fight Shakur last because I want that to be a build-up. So when I do see him, the fans can't dispute who he's fighting. I'm more than a worthy opponent for him. If he was to beat me at that point, they can't say nothing to Shakur. They can't. They cannot. I'm trying to tell you. I don't believe it would be anything the fans can say, because when the fans see me fight, they know I'm full of tenacity, I'm full of entertainment, and I'm not no dumb fighter. I'm not just out here on some rock 'em sock 'em stuff. I come to work and get the job done. I'm more than a worthy fighter and an opponent for Shakur. The build-up will be good to go out England, win, come back to New York, win, and then say, hey, Shakur, let's do this.
Very first hearing it, I'm like, yeah, he could have meant it a couple of ways. He's the champion. He's a champion. And he don't have nobody to fight him. He could have been calling me out. Or he could have just been saying, look, it ain't a smart business move for my career to fight you, Ryo. But I took advantage of it a little bit, and I was like, shit, well, if you ain't got nobody to fight me. That's one thing I want to clear up. I'm not scared. No, that was just a two-pointer.
Yeah.
Not scared of him. Not that I'm not ready. The other one was him speaking out to Ryo, saying that he's not going to fight him. He'd rather fight me. I feel like his viewpoint was based off of the best decisions for his career.
Mm-hmm.
Now, off the script, you know, we have been sending people over there to trying to negotiate if that's a possible fight. And he got better plans. So he's going another direction. So that fight, honestly, it wouldn't get made right now. Like I said before, let the fight build up. Let it build up first. So it will be a better decision or a better outcome once we do get matched up against each other. It's not a thing of me being scared or nothing like that, not ready. No. At the end of the day, these are our careers. There's a show side and there's a business side. This is still definitely very much a business.
Here's the question that I've been dying to ask you, because people been, going on and on and on. They've been hitting me up about this question. What is going on between you and Shakur Stevenson? I've been hearing people say you wasn't ready for him. Yada, yada, yada. What is going on between you? Right here, everybody in here. We all want to know what's up between Gary Antuanne Russell and Shakur Stevenson.
I'm about to hear it from me first. Hear from the horse's mouth, okay? First of all, Russell family, we don't duck no smoke at all. At all. The boogeyman out there, we was chasing down. You tripping. So when it comes to me and Shakur, I'm saying Shakur right now, he got the most pristine credentials at 140. Teofimo Lopez, he just lost his title. He about to fight for another one. Okay, hopefully he wins so I can challenge him. Go ahead and get that belt up off of him. But Shakur, I said, all right, I feel like me and him be a great fight since Tank don't want to fight him. Go ahead, Shakur, take the offer. He didn't take the offer. And I was thinking, all right, maybe he's just trying to be more business savvy and he want the numbers to add up. Cool. So I said, you know what, to the interviewers and the cameras and stuff like that, the press, I'm telling them, like, let's give it time for the build up. It need to be a build up before I see Shakur. It wasn't no, I'm ducking him, I'm not prepared for him, none of that. Me and Shakur, we actually went to the Olympics together. We got some sparring work in. He caught me in the later rounds. You know, I was a little winded or gassed out or whatnot, and it wasn't like he was whooping. It was just competitive. A lot of people that come to our gym, we whips that out. know it. And they know it. He's just held his own. That's it. You know what I mean? But we grown now. You know, we got a little more advanced in dealing with our profession and how we do things.
What's good, Just Do family? It's your boy KB back to get boxing is Just Do. And smash the like button on the way in, sub to the channel if you're new, and make sure you hype the video because you know this gonna be a dope video, and I'm gonna tell nothing but the truth, man. Let's get right into it, man. So I put a series of clips in the video so y'all could see, what brought me to this point. I just came across a clip with Gary Antuanne Russell being interviewed by my guy AK. The Apostle, shout out to AK, and he asked the popular question, the big question, that everybody's been wondering, right? That's been following the situation ever since the sparring footage with Shakur and Gary Antuanne Russell leaked. He asked him, hey man, what's the deal? What's going on with you and Shakur Stevenson? And what Gary Antuanne Russell said was very surprising, but I gotta call Cap, man. I gotta call Cap on that, man. He talked about an offer. Shakur didn't accept the offer. He was willing to fight Shakur, but Shakur didn't accept the offer. What offer, Mr. Gary Antuanne Russell? What offer was sent for you and Shakur Stevenson to fight? He said he was sending people over there, I'm assuming from his team, to see if this fight could be made. And I wouldn't doubt that because I feel like Gary Antuanne Russell will fight anybody. But y'all also seen the multiple clips where he strategically planned out how he would approach a fight with Shakur Stevenson. It's the talk that Shakur has too many brothers in boxing, when in reality, Keyshawn Davis is his only brother, right? But, he's been under fire for his name floating around saying, he's ducking everybody, right? And Gary Antuanne Russell, he said that they tried to negotiate, but Shakur had better plans. And I'm trying to understand at what point was the PBC trying to negotiate a fight with Shakur Stevenson. They literally are possibly going to schedule a fight between, Gary Antuanne Russell and Pitbull Cruz. I believe that may have gotten called off. But my thing is, if the PBC is thinking of putting you in there with a guy like Isaac Pitbull Cruz, somebody that turned Shakur Stevenson down twice, I don't think they have no plans of putting you in there with Shakur next, or maybe in the distant future, but I don't see them putting you in there with Shakur Stevenson next. So I'm clueless as to when this negotiation period took place. He's cleared it up on numerous occasions. He's not ducking Shakur. His Russells don't duck no smoke. He's not scared. But no other fighter has he had to explain himself in detail the way he's explained himself with Shakur. You're the one that put out the, I'll fight this champion, that champion, and save this fight for last, and this fight got to build up. That's you speaking them things. So how did you go from saying that the fight has to get built up to sending an offer or negotiating? Something not making sense, because each time you got asked about the fight, you had an order in which you would be willing to take that fight, and each time you talked about it, it sounded like you were saving Shakur Stevenson for last. Not so much because you're scared of duck and smoke, but seemed like you had other plans as well before you get to him. You said that fight ain't gonna happen now, and more than likely you're right. I don't think the PBC is looking to put you in there with Shakur Stevenson next in a unification at 140. That's just my opinion, because that would be them going outside of their norm. If you know how the PBC operate, from the outside looking in, typically they're a fan of in-house fights. Hence why Gary Antuanne Russell would be slated to fight a guy like Isaac Pitbull Cruz. Not looking to put you in there with Shakur Stevenson right now, in my opinion, because it's a very risky fight. And like you said, to a degree, the fight could be built up if you get some more quality wins, and the same thing for Shakur. But this is a fight that I think everybody in boxing would want to see and get behind. But I just had to call Cap on all that. You sent the offer. We already know you don't send offers personally, sir. So not that you're saying you sent, but you're saying he didn't accept the offer, alluding that it was some type of offer sent to him for him to accept. And we all know that's not the truth. And then in another clip, you said y'all were trying to negotiate this fight, but he had better plans. Keyword, better plans. If he got better plans, then I'm pretty sure you wasn't at the top of list of things to do. But at no point in boxing have I ever heard this fight being negotiated or any offers being sent on either end, because I just don't think this is a fight that was talked about enough. You got to think Shakur Stevenson just got the 140, just got one fight in at 140. So you get what I'm saying? I just don't see it. I don't see it. I mean, maybe in the future, but I don't see Shakur Stevenson turning down or ducking his fight. Think about it. He got in the ring with you for free and sparred, and as you alluded to, he got it off on you a bit as you got winded in the sparring and things like that. So if he'd fight you for free, spar you for free, I'm pretty sure he'll do it with the money on the line. The situation just got to make sense. Present the fight to that man, and he'll take it. And I think the same for you. Two of the best fighters. Definitely Shakur, one of the most proven and best fighters. Gary Antuanne Russell on the way up as one of the most talented fighters in the Russell family. No doubt in my mind it would be a dog fight. I support both fighters, but I don't see no ducking or avoiding on either side. Because boxing is definitely about business, especially when you operate at the top, with Shakur Stevenson is operating at, and Gary Russell as well as being a world champion. But that's my thoughts. Get in the comment section. Let me know what y'all think about all of this, man. Do y'all level with Gary? Do y'all side with Gary? Do y'all think he tried to negotiate? Do you think an offer was sent? Right? Or do you really listen to what he said in these interviews when he planned out how he would fight Shakur, and he pretty much said, I'll save him for last. So I don't see how you go from saving a guy for last and then sending your people to negotiate a fight or potentially sending an offer. It just doesn't make sense. But y'all get in the comment section, and as always, let me know if I gave boxing its just due, because that's what we do over here, Just Do Boxing. To the next one, I'm out. Peace.